Hello, faith leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. Today, Psalm 7:9 says, "Bring to an end the violence of the wicked and make the righteous secure. You, the righteous God, who probes," listen to this, who probes minds and hearts. Just the passage before that, David was, asking God to be the judge of the world, which he already is. But here's the interesting thing. David didn't judge people. He went to God as their judge. But you know what he did realize? God was the one who could see hearts and he could see minds. Not David, not you, not me. We often make our judgment based upon people's actions on the outside. What they're saying, what they're doing, who they're hanging with, the work that they're doing. We make judgments based on the outside. But God does so much. He's a behind the scenes God. He can see behind your heart and my heart. He can see my motive. He can understand your motive. He knows your thoughts even before you have those thoughts. Even before word is on your tongue is being formed. God knows. That's who our Lord is. So why do we set ourselves up in a place of judging others? Because when we do that, what it does, we can't see. We can't see the whole picture. We just see the front. This reminds me of a play. We see the play. We see everybody's action, but we don't peel back the curtain to really understand the motive, their situation, their past, their life. We often look way past that and really try to make these unfair judgments. That's why it's so imperative that you as a leader, you as a faith leader, understand that God probes, that God is a probing God because he's a loving and kind God. And he doesn't want just as him to be a part of your outward action. What you're doing, what you're saying, that's religion. He wants to be inside. He wants to be the master of the inside of the house, behind the scenes. He wants to understand your heart, you and him, to be in this communion together where you understand that God sees all this, that God understands you better than he understands, or better than you understand yourself. And so when we seek him out in the midst of whatever situation you or I are currently in, there he is. And he can examine us to a place where his love, you have to remember that God's probing is love. That's who God is. God is love. But he's also a disciplinary God, and he will reveal. So, wouldn't it be awesome if we just peeled back the curtain? The pretenses, the false pretenses that we give, the things that we want people to see. Peeled those back and allowed God to really do a work on our heart where we become one again, in a place where we're one, we're unified. Our actions meet our heart. They're one. They're in a place of integrity with each other. What do you think? Do you have the courage to allow that to happen? I pray that you understand in God in such a way that he is a God who loves you first and foremost. And his probing isn't because he's a nosy God and wants to be involved. It's because he loves you intimately and wants your motive, desires your motive to become a place of purity. Because you know what? You will suffer. I will suffer so many consequences if we don't allow God to do the probing. Have a blessed day.